Welcome back. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi have attended the celebration for the abled with differences in its fifth edition, and and have also taken decisions and gave directives to provide facilities for the people with determination. Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Dr. Hanady, Ragaei, Human Development and Community Communication Expert. Good morning.
Good morning to you, dear.
Well, Dr. Ragaei, how do you see the celebration yesterday as a reflection of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's and the state keenness on putting the people with determination on his priority?
Okay, well, this celebrations is over the previous years were screened and to highlight the achievements resulting from the continuous support from our president and all the bodies of the state to a disabled person, and also it affords this the empowerment for them during the last 10 years by always having, their achievements by participating in a lot of activities. And our president also started the celebration yesterday by showing a video, we can mention it as a documentary, which mentions that we have 120 schools, students are within special needs. They have a chance, and they have, by the way, the right to work even in the government sections. So this event shows how our state is caring about the differently abled or the disabled persons by mentioning that they are supposed to be one of our family. So this is a totally, a social and psychologically support for these people. They are with us always. So we have to do this every now and then.
Yes. Also, during the celebration, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi gave directives to allocate £10 billion for the fund of the Able with the Disabilities Fund. So how did you see this important step by the President?
Okay. As you mentioned, the event aims to support and highlight these abilities or the special needs with around £11 million. That means, and even if we are talking about the financial support, these also, the president is highlighted very clear and crystal clear, by the way, to mention to all the society that these people, they have the right in the Egyptian society to take a part from the financial rights. Okay, we can say that there is a fund for them to start supporting them, because some of them, they couldn't even have the way to gain money or to have a work if they are, adults. But the kids with this fund, they can have the supportive financial area that they can rely on it.
Yes. So, Dr. Ragaei, also, how did you see the celebration as a kind of a message delivered from the people with determination to the officials and ministers attending the celebration and to the whole society? As, for example, some of them told the president, for example, we want the people to feel that we only some of us cannot speak or cannot hear or cannot see, but we can understand. So the message that they are delivering and the kind of link that is going between the people with determination and the rest of the society.
Okay, the message was very clear to all the ministries. First of all, if we are talking about the first layer after our president, okay? So you can find that the Ministry of Social Solidarity had a plan to issue around 2.5 million of the service integrated cards by the end of January 2024, okay? And 1.5 million which issues by August 2023. These are the messages that the president is starting to deliver to the ministries, as they are the first layer after him, and they are the leaders to start take the decision to how to support these people. And also, we can find that in our law, especially if we are going to talk about the 5% qualifications that we have in work, we have the article that support them to give them a chance to work. But about the people that you said they cannot hear or see, these people, I think they're going to have their, we can mention it as salary. It has to be given to them, so because they cannot work. I mean, they don't have any kind of productivity. But the Article 81 in Egypt's 2014 constitution states that shall guarantee the health, economic, social, culture, entertainment, supporting the education rights of persons with disabilities, strive to provide them with job opportunities and allocate a percentage of our job opportunities to them and adopt public facilities. All I mean is that these people, they are a part of our society. They have to participate. Unless their, that disability, it doesn't help them to work, but the law is supporting them financially. So this is the message that our president is trying to send yesterday, and also the part of the champions that they are traveling to Paris to start, the sports part. So it was a message for everyone in our society. This is what can I see.
Yes. Also, you've mentioned a very important point, Dr. Ragaei, which is the article that you've just mentioned that shows that the state is keen to provide the people with determination the rights through articles in the law or constitution.
Yes, yes, exactly. This is a law. Yes. So even, this article, all the business owners, because the governmental sector automatically they are implementing this law. But if we are going to talk about the private business and the business owners, this article with some of auditing from our governmental offices or bodies, they have to see that we have 5% of our manpower from our disabilities brothers and sisters, and they can work in many, for example, their disabilities. Sometimes just they cannot walk, for example, so he can use the PC. If he can work and he has some issues in his arm or, the disabilities, if they have a card mentioning what type of this disability, so we can allocate them with a proper job so they can also productive in this society.
Yes. Also, Dr. Ragaei, there has been a documentary film that was displayed or showed during the celebration, and it showed that 53 players are now en route to Paris to represent Egypt in the World Champions for the people with disabilities or determination in 9 global games. So how did you see, how does Egypt support its champions and embrace differences in the world at large?
Okay, Egypt supports its champions and embrace differences in the world at a large documentary stress also that during 2023 editions, the president allocate 1 billion to the differently abled fund, which was launched in 2021 at the time, of course, and he also announced during these videos that, again, it is a type of a message that he is supporting them to be as champions in all over the world by funding them. So they are not alone. This is what we can understand from this, the financial support from the president, or the social support, or even the emotionally support, as I saw yesterday in the video.
Yes. Also, Dr. Ragaei, during the ceremony, also another short film was showcased the state's support, that showed the state's support to the people with determination, and also other scenes. So, what are the challenges that faces the people with determination in Egypt?
Okay, significant limitations in the skills needed. Of course, they need to live, work, communicate, and they have a lot of difficulties with the communication. This is first, and they have a lot of challenges to be, just to feel that he is just a normal person. And if you go through these part of, or this type of people, yes, they have a lot of challenges, of course, before year 18. But again, the Article 81 in the Egypt 2014 Constitution said that we have to support them for, even some communications and some facilities. When you are just building a buildings, malls, and they have to have their part in every single details in our life. I think these challenges, it will be with them all their life, because it is only, just a gut decision. They have this disability. But the law helping them to, facilitate the communication and self-care, social care, their safety, and even the education. We have schools for them. They can, as I mentioned, they have schools to have their education. But they have a challenge. And I think with this President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's support, this challenges is decreased, by the way. We cannot cancel it, but we can decrease it.
Yes. Also, there are also the allocation of the money that, or the 10 billion pounds for the fund. Earlier, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi was thinking of making a monthly pension or cards for the people with determination. So how do you see this?
Okay, let's see. People with this disability often face an additional, of course, the financial challenges.
Yes.
By supporting them with this 10 billion pounds to be support, this makes people, they have an income, and a very less income, by the way. And with this inflation that we are facing these days, also this fund has to be more. But that means, in our president, he do understand to increase the financial support for the disabilities people by this fund. They were going to have a salary which makes them buy, or we can't say it what, they will can with this income, live their lives at least in a normal phase. And I think this is a big message to everyone that the disabilities people, the government, they are supporting them financially, and keeping the cost of living increasingly. That means this fund has to be increased also. But the president, with this 10 billion, start to send another message that the inflation will hurt these people also.
Yes, but the integrated service cards for people with determination is going to provide them with the educational integration and government housing services.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
The Ministry of Social Solidarity had a plan to issue 2.5 million of this service integrated cards by the end, and there is a color difference according to the type of disabilities. And this is an amazing idea, by the way, with the blue entering service, I think, and disabilities, blue and green and purple. So that means these integrations will help them to support financially and socially. And this is, we can mention that this benefits, because some of our disabilities people, they have a very bad, or we can say they have a very high level with a high risk of disability. So
yes.
That means he needs a more financial support, or we can mention it that he needs a more health care, so we can transfer them to a hospitals or house care, that it needs a special care by the medical centers. So this is amazing, of course. Yes.
Yes. So, Dr. Ragaei, usually we speak about our help for the people with determination. So, how do they help us in giving us hope and being a role model for everyone and encouraging all of us? Did you get me in this question?
Again, please, if
yes,
you mind.
Usually we know that we speak about that the people with determination needs our help.
Yes.
Yet, really, they help us in our life. They give us a positive energy. They give us, how can we change the culture or the way of thinking of the society, that the people with determination really are facing challenges and maybe they are more stronger than any other normal person.
Oh, okay. By the way, we can say that the Egyptian people, we are very emotional, and we have a big heart. This is always my word. We have a big heart, okay? Because we are emotional societies. So we need some, messages via the media mentioning that these people, they are very, they are, as you mentioned, they are strong, by the way. They are a human being. They have a right. We don't underestimate them. We're supposed to respect also their feelings, because by the way, they do know that they have some disability, and that hurts their feelings. So we have to understand, if we are mentioning the normal people have to understand that to take care about their feelings, because these type of people, I mean the disabilities people, they are very sensitive, by the way, okay? So we have to deal with them in a very normal way. Whatever, if their disabilities, we can deal it. And I mean, it is normal, in a normal phase. So the culture here, the media.
Yes.
I think the first responsibilities, it will go to the media, all the social, interactions. We have to deal with people and to get them a full message. How do these disabilities people feel? And why we don't take the case studies from families that they already have a disability person in their family, and we start understand how to deal with them.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Hanady Ragaei, a human development and community communication expert. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and I'm going to be back with you.
Egypt opens up to the world. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi meets with world leaders.